Hey, it's day one. Yo, day 110 of me trying to practice my speaking skill. How do you say 110? Yeah, day 110, 110. Okay, that's weird. Oh, my series reached a number that I can't really talk in short. What am I talking about? The number in my videos which such a was kind of high that I already have difficulty speaking. That's so redundant, so let me think of a better one. Excuse me for this video. I recorded this late at night. 110, yeah, it should be 1 rather than 10. 110. 110. Well, yeah, 110 would be better. Okay. I know I was just rambling in this video because I've already wasted 1.5 minutes in this video. I think I will talk about carburetor in a motorcycle in this video just to sum up the knowledge that I've read and to basically go through and try to check if I've already learned the majority of carburetor. So carburetor is simply a device to atomize fuel. This video is gonna be really technical, so if you're not into motorcycle or in automobiles or into internal combustion engine, then yeah, you guys shouldn't watch this video. Carburetor at its simplest core is a device or an item that atomizes fuel into a mixture of air. It is physically connected between the air filter of a motorcycle and the induction port of the internal combustion engine. It is a necessary part. And the thing is that old carburetor that is only mechanical was the result of approximately 100 years of improvements through tons of iteration. There's two main types of carburetor. There's a modern type carburetor when they use electronic sensor, and the old kind of types of carburetor which are still very popular nowadays, which is the purely mechanical carburetor. Carburetor have 4 main ports and it also have 4 main stages. There's the idling stage, there's a cold start stage, there's the slow speed stage or idling stage, there's a middle speed stage and the full power stage. The first one, the cold start stage, have 3 main way in the mechanical carburetor. There used to be a Tickler's cold start system, but it was outdated and people don't use it anymore. The second one is the choke plate cold start system. So they basically have tiny holes on the choke plates, really tiny hole to allow air to pass through to let the engine survive or spinning at minimum speed, at minimum fuel and air. And the third type is enrichment cold start system, basically another carburetor inside a carburetor serving as a main way to serve as a main way to start there. Well, it's start then. Yeah, I do notice that I miss a lot. I do miss a lot of core knowledge. I should have mentioned. I should have mentioned about mention. Yeah, mention. I should have mentioned about Venturi, the core mechanism, the core. I should have explained Venturi, the core mechanism and rules behind it, and why carburetor use Venturi, because that's one of the most important thing in carburetor. I should have explained the octane number and also different kind of stats. No, that's a bit too specific. I should have talked about what fuel in an engine is and what kind of air we would get. Then later on, I should talk about what a jet is, what is a needle, what is a spring. It would be really hard to explain with visualization, but whatever. I'm still gonna summarize it for the sake of my own learning. What is that? A needle jet or a pilot jet? What is a needle jet, main jet? What is enrichment jet, air passageway? There's gonna spring, there's gonna diaphragm, and there's gonna be mechanism, right? Like accelerated nozzle, pump nozzle, accelerated pump system to accommodate for the certain spike up in throttle, and the same for air cutoff valve for certain deceleration, and the float system to cut off the fuel into the bottom of carburetor to avoid overflowing the fuel. The carburetor, the storage in at the bottom of the storage at the bottom of the carburetor basically need a bit of air on top to equalize its pressure to the same of the pressure to the same of the atmospheric pressure. There are still many things that I gotta talk about, and that's not rush. So I will talk about that in day 111, cheaper one. Sure. That's it for day 1010. 1110. 110. 110.